back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are growing one big family. Thanks to all of yous. And I am so grateful and humbled by your beautiful comments and your uplifting messages. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're going to just touch a few things. So if the video is too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like. Also, you can turn on your CC, closed caption, and you can read whatever stitch I call out down here. Take notes, pause the video, and you take it from there. It makes it more easier for people that have a hard time to follow YouTube. I also would like to mention that I do have a crochet group on Facebook. It's a private group. I will leave the links below if you want to be part of my group. We're, a bunch of beautiful ladies. You're more than welcome as long as you have a profile. There's a lot of scammers going on to the crochet groups right now, and especially with the links that says bit or cut. Don't open those links up. Those are scammers that go through your computer, through your phone, and steal every identity possible from you. So be very careful on that. I also would like to mention, if you'd like to donate to help out the women in need for thread, please do so. Below the video, there's a little bag with a $sign. You can donate there, whatever amount you'd like. Also, in the description box, there's my PayPal account. You can donate there, whatever amount you'd like. Or if you have extra thread and extra yarn, you can contact me through Instagram message, email me. You can contact me through the Facebook group. I also have a Facebook page and TikTok. So there's so many ways you can get a hold of me if you'd like to send out the thread or the yarn to these women that are desperately in need of it. I will send you their name and their address. You're more than welcome to do that, and we're grateful and humbled by it. Thank you so much. So most of the time I use a 3.5 hook, small one to tuck in loose ends, and of course a pair of scissors. And 99.9% of the time I use 4-ply 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads. It's equivalent, the same thing as Aunt Lydia, number 3 cotton thread. Okay, just a little tiny little bit thinner, but not by much. So we're going to get started. I want to thank every single one of you again. I also would like to mention at the beginning of my videos, when I first started 2 years ago, I did not know how to call the stitch names in English. So the first couple of dozen of videos, they're not well recorded. First, the app was terrible, so it's half screens, horrible. And because I did not know the name, I would just, explain it my own way that I knew how, and I apologize for that. But if you go through some of those videos and you are creating those pieces, because there's some of you that have been texting me on it and questioning me, please feel free to ask any questions. I am here to help you. Some of them I have recreated, of course, with the proper codes for the stitch calling. Some of them I still have to create. I just haven't had any time for it. But don't hesitate. Question me, and I will answer you ASAP. We're going to get started. Thank you so much, everybody, okay? And, of course, if you have not subscribed, please do so and hit that bell notification for new uploads to be notified of the new videos that I bring out every week, okay? Okay, everyone. So today I'm going to use these 2 colors. This is like a tan color, creamy tan, and of course this shiny, beautiful purple. I'm going to mix both colors into this pattern. I had done a base that I uploaded, very similar to what I'm going to do now. Okay, so these are 4 plies, almost like Aunt Lydia, a little bit thinner, 100% cotton thread. I'll be using either the 3.5 or the 3. Well, I'm going to start my chain with the 3.5 and then probably work with the 3 so I can have a nice firm stitch. And a small one, a small hook to tuck in loose ends, and of course a pair of scissors. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important to have YouTube recognize and circulate the video. And we're going to get started. Okay, I don't know how big this runner will be, but I also want to remind you, with this pattern, if you use a thicker thread, or let's say you double your Aunt Lydia number 3, you can make beautiful rugs out of it. Okay, just a little reminder. So I'm going to start off slip stitch knot And I like to leave always a little bit of string. Just try to get this camera a little bit more focused here. And I don't want to bring too up because when I do the uploads, it becomes too close and then I have no control of it at all. And then it becomes very blurry. Okay, so we don't count the slip stitch knot. Now we start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until 57 chains, okay? So I've done my 57 chain. Now if you want it longer, you can add by each time 11 chain, okay? At the beginning by 11. So I'm going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4. On my fifth one, I'm coming in with double crochet. Okay, my second double crochet. So I'm going to create groups of 10 double crochet. Okay, so 1 per space. We're going to do 10 double crochets. I've done 10 double crochets, 1 per space, 1 chain. I'm going to skip a space and coming into the next and create again 10 double crochets. So this is all about groups of double crochets. Now I do have quite a bit of friends that have created this pattern on the past. I have created this pattern on the past. I have done rugs with it also, and it just makes it beautiful. You can do one color, you can do several colors. So we're going to create again group of 10 double crochet, then 1 chain, skip a space, 10 double crochet. We're going to proceed this way all the way to the end by creating 10 groups, skip a space, 1 chain, 10 double crochets, 1 chain, skip a space. Okay, and I'll come back to you at the end. Okay, so I finished my last group of 10. I had done 1 chain space and skipped a space. So I have 5 groups of 10 double crochet. I'm going to create 2 more rows, just crochet over double crochet. So chain 3. I'm coming into the next one. So this is very easy. Just doing crochet over double crochet. And try my other hook that I completely forgot to take it, but it doesn't matter. See if I can get a little bit of my double crochets to be a little bit more tightened up. Not that I really need to tighten my patterns up because I do have a tight stitch, but you know, some hooks really do make a difference on your stitch. It just firms the stitch up, and I love this hook for that. The only difference I find with this hook and mine, well, and mine, this is mine too, but this was a gift from Miss Barbara. Thank you so much. My hook, my old hook, I should say, is very light. And this one, because it's longer, it's heavier. So I find it very heavy on the hand, but it's beautiful to work with. Okay, so 1 chain space. So where we have the 1 chain, we continue with 1 chain. And where we have the double crochets, we continue with double crochets. Okay, so we're going to do this row and 1 more row the same way. Okay, so we'll have 3 rows of 10 double crochets, 1 chain space, and we continue on with the groups. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 3. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 3 rows, 1, 2, 3 of 10 double crochets, or 5 groups of 10 double crochets. I'm going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2. On my third one, we're going to build this row all little squares. Okay, 2 chain, skip 2 space into the next. 2 chain, skip 2 and come into the next space. Now here we're going to do a square, okay? Double crochet, 2 chain, and come right into the first one, and 2 chain, skip 2 space into the next one. We're going to proceed this way all the way to the end. You're supposed to have a total of 19 squares at the end. Into the first one here, okay? I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I have my 19 little squares. We are going to repeat the pattern again. That means we're going to create the 10 double crochets again, 3 rows of 10 double crochets, and then 19 squares again, and then 3 rows of double crochets, and then 19 squares again. We're going to do this. We're going to end up with 5 groups length of 3 rows of double crochet. So chain 3, we're going to come inside of the space and create 2 double crochet. So exactly what we did here on the first one. We're creating the 10 double crochets. We're doing double crochet over double crochet, 2 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet, 2 inside of the space, because there's no point in me recording repeatedly the same thing. So basically, you know, you have to just repeat the same thing. So chain 2, I'm coming in to the double crochet because we'll always have this space here until the end, and then create again your 2 double crochets, 1 on top of the double crochet. So we're going to have the groups of 10 double crochets again, exactly like we did on the first row. So it's just a repeat now. So we're just repeating exactly what we did here. We're going to do, so I have my first square of 3 rows, and then I'm creating on my second, then I'll create my third, my fourth, until I have 5. I'll come back to you at the end of my 5 because it's just creating double crochet over double crochet, 10 double crochets, 2 chain space. Always we have this space, and each time we create the 3 rows of 3 double crochet of the 10 double crochet, on the 4th row is your 19 squares. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine until I finish my 5 complete squares all the way up, and then I'll come back and meet you at the end because it's just a repeat. Now we're doing this one here, which is this one, and then we're going to do this one on the next one, and then we're going to do this one on the next one, and then this one, and then it repeats itself again. Okay, so once I complete 5 groups of 3 rows of 10 double crochets all the way up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I will come back to you on that. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 5 groups or rows of groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to continue to do these squares 2, 3, 4, 5 as we were doing, but we're going to change up a bit. So we're going to skip 2, continue the same way, chain 2, skip 2 space again, chain 2, and into the last one here. Now I'm going to continue to create these squares all the way to the end here. I'm going to stop here, and then I'm changing my thread. Okay, I'm not doing the squares on the last one. Okay, So I'll meet you there. Okay, so I've done my squares until the last one. I had mentioned I was going to cut my thread. Not true. We're going to decrease on the rows here. Sorry about that. I don't know where's my head sometimes. I guess I'm just tired, right? So we're going to turn around. We're not going to do this last one because this is going to be built with the other color. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and we're going to create, again, the same thing, the groups of the 10 double crochet. So 2 inside of the space, exactly like we have here. We're just going to follow it. We're just going to decrease. So basically, we have 5 groups of the 3 here. Now here we're going to have 4 groups, and then 3 groups, and then 2 groups, and then 1, if you know what I mean. So we're doing a pyramid, right? So we're decreasing. So we're going to create 3 rows the same way with the 10 double crochets, and then at the end of the 3 rows, as we've been doing here, I'm going to come back to you because we're going to decrease again. Okay, so chain 2, and then we continue on until the end, and then we come back and do the other rows. So we have to do the 3 rows of double crochet. Okay, I'll meet you at the end of the 3rd row of the double crochet. Okay, you guys, so I've done my 3 rows. I've turned around. I've done my 5 chain. We're going to create those blocks again, 2 chains, skip 2 space, and we're not doing the last square again. We are decreasing. So this is what it looks like. So we're going to do the blocks here again until here. So we have 4. Now we're going to do only 3, and then 2, and then 1. Okay, so it's just we don't do the last one. Next row with the 3, we don't do the last one. We do 2 only, and then the last one only 1. We don't do the last one. Okay, so I'm going to continue until we have only 1 left. So remember to not, so we're going to do the squares until here, turn around and do our 3 groups, and then again do the 3 rows of double crochet, then the squares, and we're going to do it until there. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing the decrease until I have only 1 group. I've cut in my thread. I'm going to tuck in my loose end. Some people like to do it at the end. I like to do it right away because I don't want to come back to it. I just want to get rid of it. And then once I'm done, I'm done. But, you know, everybody has a different way of doing things. So some of you might like to do it only at the end when you're finished your pattern. I'm just going through the stitches here because we're going to work on top of them. So now basically we're going to use now whatever color you're using to complete the other side, which will be exactly like this. Okay. I'm coming in with the tan color. And we're going to start off where we left off. So, slip stitch knot. I'm going to come right in the corner here. So we have that chain 1, 2, and 3, because 2 chain is for for separation. So since this row is only blockage, we must continue to do the blockage, right? Little blocks. So we're going to do 1. Try to hide my thread here at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to skip 1, 2 on my third one. So nothing changes here. Chain 2, skip 1, 2 on your third one. Chain 2, come on your last one here. Now we're only going to do half double crochet here. We're going to come right at the edge here and do the other half, and now close it all together. So do you understand where I'm coming from? We have to continue to do that square here. Okay, so 1, 2, we are going to come up on this one here, right at the edge here. Like that. Then we're going to turn around and we're going to do our 10 double crochets as we've been doing. Now if you need to go back again on the video, then go ahead. My neighbors are running their motorcycle, so sorry for the noise, people. There's never a dull moment in this area, right? It's actually a family area, but you know. Okay, so 2, and I'm going to go right in here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to turn around and create the same things as we've been doing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not 5, I'm sorry. We have to do the double crochet. I don't know what I was thinking. So we have to do those 3 rows of the double crochets. And this is going to be repeatedly on the other rows too, right? As we keep going up. So we are here in the last one. And we're going to do half. Okay, so we've done the second row. We're going to do half double crochet again on here. And the very last one up top. Try that again. Okay. 2 chain. Now turn around. turn around again. Now, of course, we know that this row is only squares, right? I will do this one more time here. So we'll do the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2. 2 chain, skip 2. 2 chain, skip the last 2. 2 chain, come into your first, 2 chain, skip 2 into the third, all the way to here, and I'll meet you here. Okay, so I've done my squares. I'm on the last one. So I leave that on the hook. I don't close it. I'm going to do half right here. And now I'm going to close. 1, 2 chain. I'm going to come into the next row here, right at the edge. Okay, turn around and proceed to do your 10 double crochets. Then you're going to come back and complete. Okay, and then you're going to come to the end, come back again. Don't forget you have to do your 1 chain here, or 2 chain I should say, and then I'll meet you here on the way back again so we can finish doing the top one here. Okay, everyone, so I'm at the end actually. We do not close these two. I'm going to come in right here and do half. Okay, and then close all 3, 2 chain, so we're going to come on the last one here, and take ones and take, it's like doing a double crochet sideways. So we're going to turn around, complete our 10 double crochets, and then come back again and do the squares. Okay, I'll meet you here again. Okay, we're doing the last square here. We're going to do the incomplete, and now we're going to come here and do the half double crochet sideways, two chain, and again. Turn our work and do our 10 double crochets. our 2 chain and continue with the 10 double crochets. 2 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet, as we've been doing. Okay, so now we're going to complete, come back, and then I'll meet you here again. Okay, you guys, so I still have 2 on the hook. I'm going to do half right in the edge here. Make sure I grab it properly. So it's like doing a double crochet sideways. Chain 2. Turn around and complete our double crochets, and then come back with the squares until here again. Okay. Okay, you guys, so we've done all those squares again. We are here on the last one. You're going to leave your 2 in the hook. You're going to come right at the edge here. Whoops, with a half. Chain 2. Come into the other space, the other row, while in the middle. Turn your work and do your 10 double crochets. All the way to the end, and then come back, and then I'll meet you here again. Okay, you guys, so we've reached the end again on the second row. We're going to do the half right in the middle between the rows. Take out ones and take out all. 2 chain, and coming into 1, 2 on the third space. Take out once and take out twice. I'm going to turn around and complete the rest of the 10 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I finished the third row. Now we are going to continue with the cream, and we're going to continue to do it the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups again of the 10 double crochets. So we're just repeating the 5 groups. I'm not going to record everything because it's just a repeat now to have the same 5 groups on here. And then I'll come back again with the purple. Now you could leave only 2 colors, or you can add another color. It's up to you. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're continuing to do the little blocks, and we're repeating pretty much everything. We're going to have the same rows, same groups again 5 times. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine, and I'll meet you at the end once I have all 5 groups completed with the cream color. Okay, you guys, so I finished doing my 5 groups again. I've cut in my thread, so I've cut my thread out, and I'm going to come back because we're going to do the decrease exactly like we did here. Okay, so I'm coming back to my row, and I was almost making a mistake. I was going in with the purple, and the purple is not yet. So I'm coming back to the first one with the same color and doing 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I might have to go to video 2 because it's taking too much memory. There's a lot of little details to this, right? So we're going to build those squares, 2 chain, skip 2 space into the next, exactly like we've been doing, into the last one, 2 chain, and continue and proceed. We're doing the same thing. We're just going to decrease now to have the same thing as we did with when we started the off-white. So basically we're going to do it until here. We don't do the last one. We'll only stop here and then come back and do our groups again. Okay, so we're decreasing. Basically, we are doing this here. Okay, and then we're going to do this, and then 2, and then 1 on this one here. So we're coming back, we're doing this, this, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So you know you have to always leave 1 out. The next group, you leave this one out. The next group, you leave this one. So you have 2 until you have 1 left. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do mine until I finish doing the 1 left, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, you guys, just wanted to come back to make sure that you understood. So I did my group. Now I'm just preparing it, and I stop here. Then I turn around. So we're decreasing on the squares again. And continue from here to build your squares. So the next one, you don't do this square, you leave this square out, and we're cutting down to 2 squares, right? Just to give you the idea. So when we finish to create the 3 groups, again, the 3 rows, then we skip this square out. We're only going to do 2. Then we skip this one out. We're only going to do 1. Okay, so I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone. So I pretty much finished doing the decrease until we had only 1. Okay, so I'm coming back with my purple. Now, if you wanted to leave it only in 1 color, then you had to stop here where the groups of 5 are, exactly as we started at the beginning. I'm coming in with the purple. We're going to do the exactly same thing as we did before. So we're going to do the 5 double crochets, 5 chains, sorry. Oh, what am I thinking? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to skip 2 space and come into the 3rd. 2 chain, skip 2 space, come into the 3rd. 2 chain. And the last one, we don't close in. So we're going to do an incomplete. We're coming in and we're going to do the half double crochet. So take out 2 and take out the rest. Chain 2. Again, we're coming in with half double crochet, take out once, take out twice, turn around, and we're going to do the 10 double crochets. So this is no different than what we've been doing. Okay. So then we're going to do the 10, we're going to turn around, and I'll meet you here again. So I'm at the edge again. So I have the incomplete. We're going to do again the half double crochet right on the edge here. Take out once, take out everything, 2 chain, and I'm coming in my third and doing a double crochet sideways, right? And then proceed to complete the 3 rows of the 10 double crochets. Now next row we are going to do the little blocks. So we're going to repeat everything again, right? Again, we're going to do the little blocks. When we get here, we're going to do the incomplete, leave 2 on the hook, half double crochet here, take out once, take out twice, chain 2, half double crochet here, and take out once, take out twice, come back, work your double crochets, go back up, and complete. Okay, or actually square, and then 10 double crochets, 10 double crochets. So when we take out the half, you have to already go up, I should say. So half double crochet, chain 2, and then do your double crochet sideways, and then you have to come back and do your 10 double crochet so we can continue on the blockage again, exactly like we did here. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine, and if you need to rewind, then you can go all the way to the beginning here, and you can follow through because I pretty much did a tutorial on all of them. Okay, or even on the white, you can follow through with the white one. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Now coming to the end, we're going to do exactly the same thing as we have on here, the 5 groups, because we need to close off the pattern as we started. So pretty much when we get to the end, right, like we did here. So when we get to the end, we have to do the 5 groups again. But I'll meet you there when I'm at the end.